Foreign speakers who wish to live or attend school in an English-speaking country must pass the IELTS language proficiency test. I will provide you with 4 samples for each of the 9 IELTS speaking exam questions to assist you in passing the exam. Let's go forward. If you enjoy the video, don't forget to subscribe, click the notification bell, and press the like button. IELTS Speaking Part 1. Practice 1. Accommodation and hometown. These are 9 questions asked in the IELTS speaking exam. 1. Let's talk about your hometown. Where is your hometown? 2. What do you like about it? 3. What do you not like about it? 4. How important is your hometown to you? 5. Do you think you will continue to live in your hometown? 6. Let's move on to talk about accommodation. Tell me about the kind of accommodation you live in. 7. Does the place you live in have many amenities? 8. Is there anything you would like to change about the place you live in? 9. Do you plan to live there for a long time? Sample 1. A little Indonesian hamlet serves as my homeland. Any large city is around 40 kilometers away. It's likely that most people couldn't locate it on a map. Sample 2. My hometown is a tiny village in Indonesia. It is about 40 kilometers away from any major city. Most people probably wouldn't be able to find it on a map. Sample 3. My hometown is a little Indonesian village. Any significant city is around 40 kilometers away. The majority of people probably wouldn't be able to locate it. Sample 4. My hometown is a small Indonesian village. It is approximately 40 kilometers from any major city. Most people are unlikely to be able to locate it on a map. Sample 1. I like how the people in my hometown are so friendly, and the way that everyone knows everyone. It's a really close-knit community, which is hard to find in big cities. Sample 2. I appreciate how everyone knows everyone in my community, and how kind everyone is. It has a very tight-knit community, which is uncommon in large cities. Sample 3. I admire how nice the people in my hometown are, and how everyone knows everyone. It's a pretty tight-knit community, which is rare in major cities. Sample 4. I enjoy how kind the people in my hometown are, and how everyone knows everyone. It's a wonderfully close-knit community, which is uncommon to find in major cities. Sample 1. Well, I suppose my least favorite thing about it is that there aren't too many fun things to do or see. It's not the most exciting place, so sometimes I feel a little bored. Sample 2. The lack of exciting things to do or see is perhaps my least favorite aspect about it. I occasionally get a little bored since it's not the most fascinating location. Sample 3. The lack of exciting activities or sites to visit is, I believe, my least favorite aspect about it. Because of how uninteresting it is here, I occasionally become bored. Sample 4. My least favorite thing about it is that there aren't many exciting things to do or see. It's not the most fascinating place, so I get bored occasionally. Sample 1. My hometown is very important to me, because that's where my family lives. It's where I come from, so it shapes a lot of who I am as a person. If I move away, I'll likely be homesick for a while. Sample 2. My family resides in my hometown, therefore it has a special place in my heart. Since that's where I am from, it greatly influences who I am as a person. I'll probably miss home for a time if I go away. Sample 3. Because my family still resides there, my hometown has a special place in my heart. It influences a lot of who I am as a person since it's where I'm from. I'm going to feel homesick for a time if I go away. Sample 4. My hometown is extremely significant to me because it is where my family resides. I'm from, therefore it influences a lot of who I am. If I go, I'll probably feel homesick for a time. Sample 1. Well, I've lived in my hometown since I was born, and I would be happy to continue living there. However, I'd like to try living abroad, even if it's just for a short time. Sample 2. Well, I've lived in my hometown since I was born, and I'd be pleased to stay there. However, even if just for a short period, I'd like to experience living overseas. Sample 3. Well, since the day I was born, I've been a resident of my hometown, and I'd be content to stay there. But even if it's just for a short while, I'd like to try living overseas. Sample 4. Well, I've been a resident of my birthplace ever since, and I'd be content to stay so. Even if it's only for a short while, I'd like to experience living overseas. Sample 1. My hometown, Delhi, is the second largest in India. The capital of the country, New Delhi, is also there. There is an international airport in Delhi, so it's easy to travel in and out of the country from there. Sample 2. Delhi, where I was born, is the second largest city in India. There is also New Delhi, the nation's capital. Delhi has an international airport, making it simple to enter and exit the nation from there. Sample 3. My hometown, Delhi, is India's second biggest. New Delhi, the country's capital, is also present. Because Delhi has an international airport, it is simple to travel in and out of the country from there. Sample 4. My hometown, Delhi, is India's second biggest city. The country's capital, New Delhi, is also present. There is an international airport in Delhi, so it is simple to fly in and out of the country from there. Sample 1. It has developed much better public transportation, such as the metro, which has really improved the overall accessibility of the city. There have also been measures undertaken to reduce pollution and crowds, so those problems have slightly improved. Improvements are still being made to the education system, as well. Sample 2. It has enhanced accessibility across the city by creating much better public transit, including the metro. Besides, actions have been done to lessen crowds and pollution, which has led to a minor improvement in those issues. Furthermore, changes are continually being made to the educational system. Sample 3. It has built considerably better public transit, such as the metro, which has significantly enhanced the city's general accessibility. There have also been efforts to minimize pollution and crowding, so issues have improved marginally. Improvements to the educational system are also ongoing. It has built considerably better public transit, such as the metro, which has significantly enhanced the city's general accessibility. There have also been efforts to minimize pollution and crowding, so those issues have improved marginally. Improvements to the educational system are also ongoing. Sample 4. It has built considerably better public transit, such as the metro, which has greatly enhanced the city's general accessibility. There have also been initiatives implemented to minimize pollution and crowding, so those issues have improved marginally. Education is also being improved. Sample 1. I think one of the biggest issues in Delhi is women's safety. The city does not have a good reputation surrounding this problem, and many women fear going out alone in the city because of it. More needs to be done to protect women in Delhi. Sample 2. The protection of women is, in my opinion, one of Delhi's largest problems. This issue has a bad image in the city, and many women are afraid to go out alone there as a result. In Delhi, more has to be done to safeguard women. Sample 3. One of the pressing concerns in Delhi, in my opinion, is the protection of women. The city has a bad reputation for dealing with this issue, and many women are afraid to go out alone in the city because of it. More has to be done in Delhi to safeguard women. Sample 4. Women's safety is, in my opinion, one of the most pressing concerns in Delhi. Because of this, many women are afraid to go out alone in the city. More has to be done to safeguard women in Delhi. Sample 1. Yes, there are trains, buses and major highways that connect easily to Delhi. There is an airport in New Delhi, and since it's the capital of India, it is very well connected to the rest of the country. Sample 2. Actually, Delhi is reachable through trains, buses, and major highways. Since New Delhi is the capital of India, it has excellent access to the rest of the nation via its airport. Sample 3. In fact, trains, buses, and major highways link readily to Delhi. New Delhi has an airport, and as the capital of India, it is well connected to the rest of the country. Sample 4. Well, there are trains, buses, and major highways that link easily to Delhi. New Delhi has an airport, and as the country's capital, it is well connected to the rest of the country.